So I created this website earlier, the snack point. It's a vending machine which doesn't vend anything. So what it does is like we can add a thing. Oh, ran out of stock.
क्या गुंडा बनेगा रे तू?
It also has stock management, stack management, stock management. Okay, so we can like add something in our cart and then pay. And if we click on pay, a QR code will be generated, and you can see the ID here is 187, and it's snack point netlify payment.html and ID is 187. So instead of scanning the QR code, as I don't have another phone, HTML and ID is equal to 187. So what I can see here is the bingo mad angles, and if I scan the QR code, I will be redirected to the same page. So I can complete the payment, and on our main page where the vending machine is, so we get a thanks page and we can collect our item. I am going to tell how I made this QR code payment system without using any fancy APIs, just simple database. And how can you implement this in your project? So it's very simple. So when I thought of this project, I was deeply thinking, how do I implement this feature? And after talking with many people and my friends, colleagues, I got to a solution that how I will make this feature. And now it's working completely fine. And in this video, I will tell you how you can also make it. And it's super simple. So let's begin the video. So the core here is Supabase. So you need to have a Supabase account. And it's simple, just create a Supabase account. And in there, just create a database. In the free account, you are limited to 2 databases, but you can add more tables as you want. So here in the table editor, I have 2 tables, payment system and feedback. So if we see in payment system, like I have many of this. So here is the 187 ID product, and it was bingo and 60 rupees, and the payment was completed. There are 3 states of this payment system. First is processing, completed and failed. When we enter a product and click pay, so I entered aloo bhujia. So I have to reload it. If I go on 188 order number, you can see aloo bhujia and the payment status is pending. So let's go to 188 and it's aloo bhujia. And if I cancel the payment status will change to cancel, and if I complete the payment, it will change to completed. So let's cancel it, and after 2 minutes, it just resets to failed, because after 2 minutes we cannot uh, access the product or do the payment. So it has failed. Okay, so let me show you the code. So you can see in the code I have simple HTML and CSS and JS files. So here are the CSS and the images. And here in the JS files, if I show you what is this admin, oh, it's the admin section. We are going to talk about the payment section here. So you will get a Supabase URL and key after logging in and creating the table. And using this, you can create the Supabase client. And I have kept a session ID. When we click on this pay button, this script runs. So let's see where I am clicking on this pay button. Okay, so here it is. So I am clicking on this play button, add event listener, click, and if the card value, so it calls a function payment screen, and checkout page equal to true, and this save to Supabase. This function is important here. In the payment request, I have the function save to Supabase, and I am calling this function when the pay button is clicked. So what does this function do is it just creates the row in the Supabase table, this row, and the ID, and this is automatically generated. So it sends the card data, status, and total amount, and it's by default sets the status to pending. Okay, so it's calling on insert order, and if we try to find insert order function, so insert order function is setting the status to pending, and it's inserting this row. And then as we get the request of failed payment or time ran out or complete payment, we just change this status of the product to completed or failed. And every second, the main website checks if what's the status of the payment. And as the status changes to completed or failed, it responds accordingly. So if we see here in helper.js, so helper.js is nothing but another website which is helping us complete the payment. So if the payment is cancelled, we update the order status to failed with the session ID. So session ID is nothing but the ID of the order. And as we update the order status to, so we have two function. If the payment cancel, we update it to failed. Otherwise, we update it to completed. And you can see in here we are calling upon the payment system table, and we are updating to the status to new status, which is completed or failed. And in the main website, you can see every 1 second, not 3 seconds, because 1 second is more precise and it will be fast. So every 1 second, it checks the status, and in there it checks like what is the status. And if the status is pending, we do nothing and rerun the for script or the function. And if it is completed, we show the success screen and empty the card. And if it's failed, we only show the fail screen as it have to try again. So if you want to try again, we still need the cart. So that's why we don't empty cart here. And it's better to make functions because that's meaningful, and as you can see, it increase the readability of the code. So here the readability is good, like we can see if the status is completed, show the success screen and empty the card instead of doing the whole thing like emptying the card. Right here we call upon a function to empty the card, and that's how the payment system of this vending machine or the snack point works. If you like the explanation, like the video and subscribe the channel. And if you want something else, like you can just comment down below. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and share the projects which you make using this approach. And I will be happy to see your projects.